Hey bro, I really do wish you're doing alright, all is well. But I know that your willpower, your lizard brain, it's not in the state right now where it has the willpower to watch a full length video where there is no editing or anything. But just for once, please, I want you to put in the willpower and watch this video till the end. Because it might as well just change your life. So, I'm assuming that you have just jacked off right now and you are at that personal clarity stage where you realize that you do not just want to ejaculate, you want a genuine happy relationship with a girlfriend. I can understand that. And in that moment, you realize that how fucked your life is right now. It's hard to concentrate in work, in school, in college, or work, whatever. And you feel that you are ruined, that there's nothing you can do in your life now, that God has turned a blind eye on you. I can feel that. I have, even though I'm in an advanced stage of my self improvement, I have relapsed way too many times, and every time I every time I had to just pull myself out of that. I had to hope beyond hope that I could one day live a life of my dreams. And what motivates me to record this video is that I have the knowledge, I have the wisdom that if I can help at least one guy, I'll be happy. And that if I do not post my video, it's lagging. Just a sec. I hope that in the final recording it does not uh, lag that much. I really hope that. So, there was I. किधर था भाई? Yeah, so I'll just pick off where I last started. So, yeah, what motivated me to record this video is that I knew that if I do not post, if I do not pop off in YouTube, then there will be guys who will take their own lives. And you know, my dream right now, which I really question if I should pursue anyway, my dream right now is becoming an officer in the Indian Army by joining the National Defense Academy. It's a very kick-ass place, man. But I doubt that I really do want to pursue this work. So, एक second, where was I? Forgot where was I. Please do forgive me. I have a very serious brain fog right now. Uh, where was I? Wait, shit! I really forgot. Please, please forgive me for wasting your time, but please give me a second to remember. What was I trying to say? Hold on. Well, to start again. So, yeah. I started recording videos because I knew that if I do not post, someone else will take their own lives, and I cannot really live with that. My dream, which, as I said earlier, is in a very questionable state, that is becoming an officer in the Indian Army. So, even if I do become an officer, which will be a very proud moment for me, but if I have the realization then that if I had posted, yeah, so if I had posted my videos, then a few guys could not have killed themselves. And if I realized that lives were lost, lives that could have been saved for my wisdom, for my guidance, if they were lost, I cannot live with that realization. I cannot live in that reality. So, even right now, where for me, my self improvement, my life is in a very questionable state, really. Even right now, I am posting this video because I hope, beyond hope, this video will find the person that needs the most. And so let's just get on with the actual concrete steps on what you should do after you have relapsed on your nofap streak or your clean diet. So I will tell you a very important and mind blowing thing. So, do you think, I'm asking you a question, Do you think that watching porn is a problem? 5 seconds. Alright, time's up. So, do you really think it's a problem? If you think yes, then I do not agree with you. So, I will explain you why. So, I will give an example, a historical example. So, in the Vietnam War, the soldiers there, the US soldiers in Vietnam, they had a very high usage of drugs, and it was feared that when the veterans, when the American army veterans, when they would return home, uh, there was a fear, there was a paranoia that there would be a new drug epidemic caused by the drug addicts in the US Army. But when the war ended and the veterans returned home, it was the complete opposite. They completely, the ones who were hard crack addicts, they became completely normal people after they returned home. So, can you imagine why? Because, of course, in Vietnam, they had to watch their friends get horribly killed by some Viet Cong booby trap. Anyway, so they had to watch their friends get horribly killed in the most brutal fashions ever. A lot of them were in prison. They were POWs, and you know how bad POWs they are treated. You can imagine that. So so as to cope up with that, so as to cope up with the bad lifestyle. Just remember this word, bad lifestyle. So as to cope up with this bad lifestyle, they of course consumed a lot of drugs and prostitution, all that. So when those same drug addicts returned home, they became normal people. So it can be concluded, very important. So therefore, it can be concluded that any sort of addiction is due to the lifestyle we are in. I'm gonna leave you with that. So what do you mean by that? Okay, so let's be honest. Your lifestyle right now is bullshit. You your mess, your room is a complete fucking mess. Your grades are totally shit. You do not have good relation with your parents. You eat like shit. You do not have any sort of exercise. Your screen time is probably in the double digit range, and you feel like you are you are most likely of course you're single. What am I saying? And you are just after a girl that you know is getting banged by another guy. And of course, even if I were you in your lifestyle, if I were to be living like you, then of course I too would have been I too would have lived this lifestyle. There's no guarantee, there's no like doubt in that. So the main problem here is your bad mental health. So um, you need to start small with a few habits. You need to get on to self improvement. This path of self improvement has changed not just my life, but also millions of other guys. If it were not for Hamza Ahmed, my mentor, my godfather, really, I I cannot imagine what my life would have been like. And please trust me, I am grateful to God that He got Hamza into that path and got men like me and millions of other men to the same path. Because we feel right now that we're on the right track, and we now all have that burning passion within ourselves to not just save ourselves but also other guys, as many people as we can. And that is a very good lifestyle. And when I look back and see at what kind of lifestyle I used to live and what many other guys still live to this day, it hurts me. It hurts. Damn it. It's very bad. No one deserves to live that kind of lifestyle that I used to live, that you are probably living right now. And it is my duty to help you, my dear friend, my bro, to help you get out of this lifestyle and help you live your dream life. It is my mission. It is my mission right now to help guys like you. And I will not stop at anything to realize this dream. And I will help uncountable number of guys. That is my mission, and I will fucking succeed in it. So let's just I just went on a tangent there. I was in a concrete step. So anyway, so the very first thing that you need to do is that life for you is not no fap. It is not that diet. Of course, they play an important part, but you need to think about it. After you got on into nofap and a diet, so before that you did not really get any sort of regret when you did the bad habit. And sure, it was bad, but after you got into it, and you after you relapsed time again and again and again and again and again, then your brain goes from a guy who jacks off to a guy who cannot stop jacking off. And life at that stage, that self improvement depression, is very hard to get out of. But once you get out of, I, trust me, bro, you will not regret a single second of effort that you had put in. So, where was I? Uh, yeah, self improvement depression. So, I need you to put in a very this is the psychological thing that you can do right now. So, just one more thing. I'll just explain you a small thing. Do you think that what is that? Thought precedes action. Do you think that we work because we feel motivated? Well, of course. But the reverse is also possible. You can think, for example, right now, if I'm very, of course, I'm not depressed right now, but if I were, what I used to do was that I used to think very positive that even after, I'll give you an example. So, when I was after the countless amount of relapses I had in my nofap journey, in my self improvement, I, instead of like falling into that deep rut depression, all that, I just used to think that okay, I'm a guy who does not jack off. Simple. If even if I do, I'm on the path. Life is not just about jacking off or not jacking off. I'm going to be the guy who does not jack off. Simple as that. And nofap, I'm not even going to think about nofap. I'm simply going to focus on my self improvement habits and on not jacking off, on living my life as I should have, and on living my life as if porn never existed, as if this was a perfect world. I'm going to live like that. So, you need to stop worrying about nofap anymore. Simple as that. Stop worrying about it and just focus on self improvement habits and all the good things like gratitude journaling and meditation. Because trust me, gratitude journaling and meditation, uh, they work way better than any other sort of therapy. Because I have been in a serious sort of porn addiction, which the likes of which I really cannot describe to you. And what I really used to think that I did thought about leaving that thing, but always used to believe that no, I will go on therapy and then I will leave it. I hadn't paid a single penny for therapy, and I was able to leave the bad habits on myself, all because of a few habits and after watching videos from Hamza. So, also recommend that you watch his video. He's a great guy. And moving on. So, this is going to be purely psychological for us right now. And please forgive me if this is not a very coherent of a video. And I'll make better ones. I will make way better ones than this. This is my promise to you, brother. So, like the quintessential thing that you can do to get get a head start at this race is that simply not worrying about it. Simple as that. Not worrying about, not giving a fuck about not jacking off. Like that is a very powerful thing, because in your mind, of course, there is a drive for you to leave this type of lifestyle and become Adonis, become more like Adonis. And of course, you need to stop worrying about uh, watching porn. All right. So, for a quick recap in this video, I believe uh, I have inflated a lot of points way out of proportion. So, just a quick recap. Firstly, uh, yes, stop worrying about nofap or getting on a clean diet. You need to get that out of your mind as fast as you can. Like right now, you can do that. And That will help you because you will no longer feel shit whenever you work out. Sorry, or whenever you are after you have relapsed, after you have jacked off, and that because of that you're already way ahead in the race. And secondly, I want you, really, I want you to focus on your mental health. So keep watching more videos that I post, and that of Hamza. I will provide his the link to his channel right in my description box. And most importantly, please focus on your mental health and do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah!